Quick disclaimer, y'all, this is being recorded on April 4th, and the footage you're about to see was recorded in early March. I talk about topics such as the gaming industry, and since I've talked about it, a lot has changed. The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct happened, and the main topic of discussion in the gaming industry and the community has been pricing with the Nintendo Switch 2 and the games on it specifically. So some of the stuff I'm gonna say in this video is outdated. Unfortunately, my positivity in this video has gone down a lot since then, but I'm still pretty positive as is, but a lot is happening. Just got word about an hour ago that the Switch 2 pre-orders in America have been changed to a different date. We don't know what that date is yet as of this recording. It is April 4th, 3:33 p.m. So yeah, I just had to put that in there. Alright, enjoy the video, y'all. This is just gonna be a low-key chill side quest video. I'm just gonna be rambling a bunch. Just talking about the game, the story up until this point, Final Fantasy as a whole, RPGs in general, because this is an action RPG. Yeah, just chilling overall. Just a chill day. And I looked up the side quest for this chapter we're in, which is chapter 14. And I'm gonna do about 3 side quests. Yeah, then we'll get to the main story stuff in this video, so. And then whatever happens afterwards happens. Yeah, no, just gonna be a chill video today. Alright, so I'm gonna do about 3 side quests. I had to look them up beforehand, and there's 3 in particular I want to do because they have good rewards. So I want to complete those and then get on with the main story because I love the main story so much. And it's really funny because it's the opposite in Rebirth. There's so many, obviously the main story is great, but there's so many good side quests. I just want to keep doing them. Yeah, and I know currently there's a big debacle between the turn-based Final Fantasy games and the real-time / active time combat Final Fantasy games. Because I know it's had a, I just say, interesting past decade and a half or so. And I'd like, now currently I'd say they're heading on the right path, especially with Rebirth coming. I don't know what they have planned in the works currently. I know there's that rumored FF7 remake that's supposed to happen soon. Maybe this year if we're lucky, but they don't really, besides the third FF7 game, or the trilogy, I don't really know what else they have in store, but again, I'm a real-time combat guy myself, so that's why I haven't really gotten into any of the other FF games. But the ones I played are Remake, Rebirth, 16 and 15, and I liked all those games. 15 was a bit of a, I mean, everyone knows it's a bit of a mess, but the concepts in that game are what carry it so well, and the characters are just so good. But it's true, it really is just an incomplete game, but I still like it. Turn-based just doesn't do it for me. I don't know, I just like moving my character and attacking in real time compared to just waiting. And I just don't like the feeling of it. The only game so far where I've enjoyed turn-based combat is Persona. I've talked about Persona on these videos before, and I have not played Metaphor yet. I do want to play that at some point on this channel. It would truly be my first time playing it. I played this game once back in 2023 when I had a PS5, and then I sold it because I had a PC, so I just didn't need any more. Now I only have a PC and a Switch, and pretty soon a Switch 2, hopefully. Yeah, because now I have a PC and a Switch, and that's really all I need, because most of the games that I like are on PC and Switch. I don't really need an Xbox or a PlayStation. As good as those consoles can be. I know Xbox isn't the greatest example because, I mean, they're pretty much PC nowadays. And the PS5 is pretty cool in itself, but when you have a PC, you don't really need any of it. I mean, in my opinion, if you can afford a PS5, I mean, a PC shouldn't be too out of the ballpark. However, it depends what you already have and what you can afford, you know. Personally, we had a 2007 monitor and like a 2014 PC that we all used in the family, and it was getting so old that we had no choice but to upgrade to something new. And fortunately enough, we were able to get a PC because I have a friend of mine who I was talking to about. I was wondering whether to get pre-built or custom. And he said, I can make it for you. I didn't actually know. I knew he'd, I forgot, it was computer science. that he did in his community college. I won't speak too much about him, but I basically got my PC custom built for $1,000 less, which is phenomenal. My PC was $1,000. It could have been $2,000 if it weren't for him. So like, shout out, you know who you are. If you watch this video, shout out to you, man. I literally wouldn't be here recording this without him. So yeah, thank you. But yeah, what I was saying before about the remake, I mean the PC to PC. Oh yeah, real time versus turn-based. I just like Persona's style of it. Not that I don't have anything against turn-based itself. It's like, it's a good style, but like, I wouldn't even, and yes, you could say it's retro, and it is, but it could still be done really well. I just like Persona's way of doing it. It's just not my style, like, generally. I just like moving around and attacking. I don't know what it is about Persona / Metaphor now, but I don't know, the tactics and the elements and the personas themselves, like, I don't know, something obvious. I think it's gotta be the what is it, Norse mythology? There's some kind of there's a lot of mythologies in the personas, and I really like that aspect of it. And there's just so many, you know, different elements in that game, like literal elements like fire, wind, ice, lightning. Yeah, no, it's really, I don't know, I just like their way of doing it, but pretty much everything else has been real time, up to these games, to the Xenoblades. What else do I have? I mean, obviously platformers are real time.
Worked up a good sweat.
Let me pull out my collection of, I only have 12 of them, but let me get my Switch games out real quick. Yeah, the Zeldas, let's see, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, Mario 3D All-Stars, and let's see, what else? Smash Bros, of course. Love that game. Kirby, The Forgotten Dreamland, which is 3D, and that's another thing I love is 3D. I grew up on 3D platformers, so. And Metroid Dread, which is one of the exceptions. Metroid and Mega Man are the only 2D games I've enjoyed so far. I want to play more 2D games. I have a few of them wishlisted on Steam right now. One of them's called, it's like a new one that's coming out in August, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. There's also a few others, like I want Sonic Generations, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and there's 2D levels there. I've also played Sonic Frontiers a couple times, and there's some 2D sections there, which I didn't mind at all. But so I have nothing 2D. I'm less like, you know, I played 2D and I'm mostly fine with it. It's just I grew up on 3D, so it's like I'm so used to that. Like going to 2D is a bit trippy, but I still love doing it. Like I completed Metroid Dread, I finished Mega Man 11, I finished Sonic Frontiers. Right, there was a Ninja Gaiden game that was also upcoming. That's 2D as well. So yeah, I can't wait to play a lot of those games. Whether I play them on the channel or not, I don't know. Honestly, probably, especially if it's a single player game. But yeah, very rarely am I gonna play anything outside of single players on this channel. I have another channel, I guess. I've said it before, but I have another channel that I kind of want to be separate from this one. If they both get popular enough, fine, I'll do it. But like I've mentioned college football on this channel before. I've been playing NBA 2K25 with my friend for the first time, and I mean he loves basketball, and I've been playing it with him whenever he's available. I'm hoping College Football 26 comes on PC. But yeah, what, Fall Guys, Fortnite, Rocket League. I haven't done any Fortnite recently, but it's mainly been Fall Guys. If we play anything other than 2K, yeah, we've been going back and forth between 2K and Fall Guys. Switching topics here, I researched all the other Final Fantasies. I haven't watched all playthroughs of all of them, but I've seen most of FF9. I get the gist of what's that FF called? 4, I believe. Don't really know much about 6. I know FF8 is interesting to say the least. Yeah, FF10 I know to an extent, kinda. They all have their own deep stories. And honestly, I have nothing against them. It's just 4 through 9 minus 7, which is now been remade. I mean, I like the stories seem really cool. They're just not turn-based, and that's really what's gonna do it for me. And as long as what did I say? I think I'm having a stroke again. But yeah, as long as if they're real time, oh my gosh. But yeah, but if they're done with real time / active time combat, I mean, the stories are already great, so I'm gonna play it. And personally, before I buy a video game nowadays, I research it on YouTube. I know nowadays there's a bunch of early access content creators that get things beforehand that try it out. Like, currently, I really, I'm super interested in Expedition 33, which is a brand new game from a fairly new company. I forget their names. I just know they're based in France, and it seems like a really cool game. That if I like the combat enough, because really, video game for me, I care about combat and the gameplay than the story, because you know it's a video game and not just video. If you want just video, you just watch a movie like Asura's Wrath, which, I mean, it has its strengths, but it's just QT. It's just quick time events. Hello, Chocobo. Oh, that's scared. Here you go, buddy. Alright, time to finish this bad boy. Damn it, it did nothing. Speaking of doing nothing, come on. Come on. There we go. There's definitely easier ways to deal with those things. Jeez. I forgot what I was talking about before. Right, just long story short, I'd play the other FF games if they were remade and in real-time combat. Even if they were, and if they're turn-based, I hope the turn-based is good, because, you know, at least modernized. Yeah, and I guess to comment on the story of Final Fantasy VII so far. Yeah, no, for me it's been pretty relatable because I've talked about it before, but you know, Barrett, he's an emotional guy. I'm an emotional dude. Cloud, I mean, you might not know it, but through this game, but he's got a lot of mental health stuff, mainly because of you know, the whole soldier thing. They're basically Mako-infused soldiers, you know, which is Mako's the energy of the planet, and they literally infuse that energy into humans. And that's what Cloud is. That's why when they talk about his eyes, you know, like, oh, look, your eyes are so blue, or they just say, oh, his eyes. He's like, that's the Mako. But whenever a couple of those characters saying, man, your eyes, it's like, yes, they were looking at the Mako, but just more of Cloud's, how do I put this? You know what, I'll put a spoiler thing here, just in case, you don't know. And if you want to know, watch the spoiler. But, basically, Cloud is acting like someone else, and that someone else is Zack, which was his old, soldier buddy, who was, if you didn't know, Aerith's old boyfriend. And at this point of the game, he is, passed away. But in due time, as you'll see by the end of this game, he'll come back. And there's a whole thing of him, you know, like, he's got, I believe he has some of, by the way, I could be completely wrong on this, y'all can correct me in the comments, but again, I'm kind of casual on, like, the lore stuff. Like, I've researched it, but I still only understand, like, a decent amount of it. But like, if I understand, he has some of Zack's memories infused with his, and then he'll at times wonder if he is truly himself or not. If that makes sense. Yeah, and it's interesting just to see him, like, he has an identity crisis, along with just Sephiroth haunting him and telling him things, along with just, like, his self-confidence wavers from time to time, especially when he was younger. And Tifa being there, not just as the childhood crush, but his literal, like, guide whenever he's lost, is also relatable. Not that I know anyone in particular who did that, but let's just say I've had some people that have helped me along the way of my mental health journey. I'll get into details more, not during this playthrough, but when I'm comfortable enough. Maybe when if I get some more subscribers, I'll talk about it, you know, since people would want to, you know, people would watch my videos and want to know me more, which in that case, I'll gladly talk about it. I have no trouble opening up about my life. It hasn't really ever been an issue for me to talk about personal stuff, as long as it doesn't get too personal. But yeah, I relate to that part of it. Cloud and Barrett are the good characters. Tifa's cool because she's the support to Cloud, and usually every man wants a woman that, you know, is at his side. And I have a woman friend that has helped me basically just relate to my mental health, along with her having some too. Again, I won't go into details or anything, but yeah, no, I've had a lot of help along the way. And currently my mental health is the best it's ever been, so you all don't have to worry about me at the moment. I'll be just fine. Yeah, and then Aerith, I mean, she's got her, I mean, her story's explained as the game goes on and along and into Rebirth. And yeah, she's got her own thing going on there too. There's also other characters that join that that are super cool and, in my opinion, relatable, just to me. I mean, that's why people have adored these Final Fantasies for so long, mainly because of relatability, but just the journey. You know, Final Fantasy games, they're not just video games, they're like journeys. That's the thing I noticed about them, is like, it's like they're never ending. When I played the Switch version of Kingdom Hearts, and yes, I played the Switch version of Kingdom Hearts, I know, but it was the only way I could play Kingdom Hearts at the time. Now it's on PC, so if I wanted to, I could do that. Like, the game just kept going on and on. It's like it never stopped. Like, you get fight after fight after fight, and I'm like, good lord, when is this gonna end? And then, the Kingdom Hearts 1, and I got Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and eventually it did, and I beat Kingdom Hearts 1, but Kingdom Hearts 2, I could not get past Roxas. And then once I learned why, it was like, okay, the game didn't really guide me too well in that regard, but that was back in the day when RPGs came with guides, physical guides. You would buy the disc, and inside the case there would be a guide, and I think maybe Kingdom Hearts had that, maybe it didn't. I'm not, y'all would have to educate me on that if it did, or I could just Google it. Yeah, no, these games are, Square Enix is just they're great storytellers. They definitely lost their way over time, but I think they're regaining it again, like, especially with Rebirth, like, and in my opinion, FF6 things are on the right track currently. Like, these are really good games. Of course, it's in my opinion, FF16 is arguably, like, the most 50-50 as far as fan base and how divided they feel about it. The combat is fun, story's good, Clive is, like, arguably the best FF protagonist. Of course, that's highly debatable, but... And we're fighting a dragon, cool. Right, as I was saying, the theme of loss, I haven't been through much of it myself, but I can feel it, like, the heaviness of it. Whenever, like, when we were watching Jesse and Biggs pass away, I saw it there. You could, I don't know, you just feel it, a heaviness in your chest / heart area. It's a deep feeling. I'll understand it more as, I go on in my life, but, they do just such a good job of, just showing, like, the loss and just how it feels and the grievance of it. Yeah, it's a super cool thing. I mean, not like... not like... I didn't mean it in that way. I meant, like, it's cool how well they show it, not like, oh, I love how they show the death. No. I didn't I didn't mean it like that. That's funny how I said that. But yeah, but yeah, just, I don't know, it's just whenever, like, Persona, again, I know I mentioned it a lot, but they're a perfect example of how they can take deep topics. Yeah. They're a perfect example of how they take deep topics and just write them so well. It's like, yeah, put it in the games. It's just super cool to see. That people have, like, I can't imagine the script writers for Atlas. I mean, oh gosh, I'd be in, that sounds like hell. I mean, there's a reason those games take forever to make. Now, because not only do you have to be the script writers, like, I mean, you've got to translate it all, and then I don't even know how many languages they would. I think it's just Japanese and English. I'm not sure. Maybe they have it subtitled for several languages, but the amount of time it takes to make a game like that must be just. I mean, didn't Metaphor take like 6 years? Or 8? It took like some crazy... Metaphor took some crazy amount of time to get... I mean, well deserved. It won quite a few Oh, that's another good transition. It won quite a few awards at the Game Awards, which, me personally, I've been enjoying a lot. I only just discovered it in 2023, and I liked it. I mean, they didn't give the people who won the awards enough time to talk, because apparently the previous year, I think it was Kratos' voice actor, I forget his name, shout out to him, he's amazing, but Christopher Judge, yeah, that was his name. Apparently he just rambled on so much that they actually caused it to shorten the next year, but they shortened it too much, and then in 2024's, which is the second Game Awards I watched, they got it just right, in my opinion. I think, as far as, like, the industry and all that, like, yeah, there's definitely some, the layoffs and the strikes and all this other stuff, you can tell it's, industry's in a rough spot, but if anything, it's all a good thing, because we're fighting, not we as in, like, gamers, but, like, the people that work on games themselves are fighting for a better future for not just video games, but the video game industry, which is why I believe, it will continue to be the fastest growing medium, because they're willing to fight for just fairness, and paid well and all that. And I don't know, I find it super admirable. And also just seeing how far video games have truly come is just so cool. Like, we have adaptations now. Yeah, we have video game adaptations now. I would play video games growing up in the 2010s and think that, I would always think, man, imagine if this were a movie, or imagine if this were a TV show. Like, I just imagine the amount of praise a game could get. And again, I grew up on Jak and Daxter, so I'm a Naughty Dog fan. Little did I know how successful Naughty Dog would be, especially with Uncharted and The Last of Us. But seeing that Last of Us TV show adaptation, and my dad watching it, and him having no clue until I told him, and then we had a cool discussion about it. He had no idea that, they were the same people that made Jak and Daxter, Naughty Dog, and of course, different people that produced the TV show, but the same story. It's like, man, before we had books adapted into movies and TV shows. Now we have video games doing it, with not just The Last of Us, but Fallout, Sonic. Sonic is what really started if anything, they made the breakthrough for video game movies. The Sonic one did surprisingly well, and you all know the story of, they literally bullied the animators to make Sonic look better, and it paid off. It was, again, when you fight for what you want, and if you do it enough for long enough, obviously they'll listen. And luckily, the good thing about the gaming industry is they'll listen, right? They might not do chakra. They might not do it. They might not. They'll listen to you. They might not actually do what you say, but they're definitely gonna listen to you. Like, personally, I think it's so we need to keep they need to keep fighting. But in my opinion, of course, this is just my opinion. A lot of people are doom and gloom and think everything fucking sucks. But I'm in the mindset where we're in a much better position than a lot of other mediums out there. I truly think video games can be at the top. But I will say, if they ever are at that mountain peak, enjoy it while it's there. Just like movies. And like, for some reason, movies in the 1990s were so good. I don't know what it was about that decade in particular, but the 90s had every goddamn good movie you could think of. Obviously, other decades had great movies, but that was just an insane time for movies. And personally, that's how I feel now with video games in the 2020s. Yes, there were a lot of great games that came before, but these past 2 years, we've had Baldur's Gate 3, we've had Elden Ring, we've had, obviously, the remakes of Final Fantasies and Final Fantasy 16. Nintendo, of course, with the Marios, the Xenoblades, the Zeldas, the Fire Emblem, Animal Crossing to Super Bowl, Mario Kart. Metroids made a resurgence because fans over and over, wanted Metroid to stay alive, and luckily it did, and luckily Nintendo saw the potential of it. Splatoon, surprisingly, was very good, and I was hoping it would do well on the Wii U, and luckily they did, and they made Splatoon 2 and then 3. What else? Paper Mario. Paper Mario did really good. Origami King sold surprisingly well, as the remake of Thousand Year Door. And of course, this is just Nintendo, so I could Smash Bros. I could go on and on with it, but I mean, there's a reason they've been so successful, and the reason I grew up on them is because, one, they're affordable. The Switch is, I would say, for a console, pretty cheap, and especially in today's day and age, at least in America. I don't know about other parts of the world, but I can at least say in America, it's pretty cheap for a console. And, affordability and, what's the other word? Digestibility, which just means that anyone can play. It's easy to play the game. Crap, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, it's easy to play the game. Like, I want to get more Switch games, but I wasn't able, of course, to get too many. I could only get like 1 or 2 a year at the most, and that's when I was in middle school that's when I was in Switch. Let's see, the Switch came out when I was a freshman in high school, so 2017. So yeah, I basically grew up on that most of my adolescence, and it's I mean, it was a haven. It was truly a safe haven when it was my little, spot whenever I needed to escape in life, and I'd play my Switch, and I want to get more games on it. I mean, now I'm in a blessed position where, luckily, me and my family are doing enough financially to, get more things. Of course, you never know with government nowadays, but it's really cool to see that video games themselves are doing super well, and that's just Nintendo, of course. That's also why in my head, like, if you're an Xbox fan, I could totally understand why everything's, doom and gloom. Is like, okay, this industry's doing that, they suck, this game sucks, everything sucks, video games there's so many games that are like, there's so many videos out there of like, oh, video games don't hit the same anymore, what happened to them, did we grow up, or did we just, keep going the wrong way, or did they just get bad? It's like, in my head, I'm thinking, you're looking at the wrong genres, man. Like, yeah, FPS and other games like that were really good back in the day, but now action adventure, platformers are kind of coming back. Obviously, with the help of Astrobot, RPGs, racing games, fighting games have had an insane resurgence with Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, Fatal Fury's coming out soon, and if Mortal Kombat could, do a little better, apparently they're struggling. Virtual Fighters making a comeback, and that's because of, in my opinion, because of Smash Bros. The influence is like they're treating Terry Bogard, Ryu, Kazuya. Like, they're literally, Smash Bros. And Sakurai were treating third-party characters better than the company that owned those characters. And I think it got them on out of their seats and like, we got to do something. And now I think they look wonderful. Their characters and their franchises seem to be blossoming. It's super cool to see. I was saying racing games, Gran Turismo, Assetto Corsa, Forza Horizon, Need for Speed needs to kick it up a notch, but like those three, Mario Kart, the new Sonic racing game, like that's doing well. Obviously, action adventures, the Spider-Man, the Zeldas, Astrobot technically counts. Horror games are still the usual. I think they seem to be fine. Lethal Company was outstanding. In my opinion, the coolest thing about video game, I mean, there's so many cool things about it, but it can be a $5 to $10 game or a $70 game. The $5 to $10, of course, if you have Steam, but like, if you get a game that's like 60, even $70, I would hope that it would last you more than at least 20 hours. I know our economy now. I know the economy nowadays can be crazy, but at least when I got Tears of the Kingdom and FF7 Rebirth, I spent well over 100 hours on those games. And it was completely worth it, because I spent literal months on... I spent at least a month and a half on Rebirth before I sold my PS5. It was basically the last game I played before I sold it, and then I played Tears of the Kingdom for about 2 months or so. I want to get back on it soon, and that's if the... I want to know if the Switch 2 by this point, by this time of recording, who knows, maybe I'll put in an edit confirming if the Switch 2 will upgrade their Switch games to 60 FPS or not. Of course, it's Nintendo, so you never know. But yeah, I can't wait to play my Switch games again. It's been a while since I've played them. Yeah, and I know that was a lot to talk about, but I've had these thoughts about video games for a while, and you know, I don't know, I'm in such a positive mindset currently that I just don't see the doom and gloom with how well video games are doing. Especially with 2025, like, upcoming with these current games. People seemingly enjoy, from what I've seen, people have enjoyed Monster Hunter Wilds. Yes, there's been some, crazy stuff with, apparently the FPS is bad or whatever, but I mean, even the game I'm currently playing, like, I only have it at 1080p, 60 FPS, and I'm satisfied with that, personally. Like, if I wanted more, I could, but I don't want... I mean, this is 1080p, 60 FPS, like, it seems wonderful to me. Now, yes, I heard the remake, FF7 remake on PC, the port was rough, but maybe it just... I'm not, like, a computer nerd, I'm more of a casual when it comes to this stuff, like it seems fine. Like, I run around fine. I can press buttons fine, you know? I mean, I haven't experienced... Oh, a little bit. That wasn't a good example, but, like, I've barely experienced any lag or, like, frame drops, and even if they've dropped, I haven't noticed them. The only time I noticed it was, like, the beginning of the game was when Cloud was on the train, and I had to cut a couple parts out, but other than that, this game has been running great. Right, Chocobo Sam. What's up, Sam Elliott? I need to get some water. You know, I'm gonna try to get as much raw footage. You know, this is more of a chill video, but I wasn't really sure what to do here, so I just decided to use this as an opportunity for experimentation. You know, I'm not sure. Like, I know people like longer form content nowadays. Yeah, but I don't know if they prefer it like this or just the raw footage or not. I mean, personally, I'd prefer having, you know, cuts, because I'm, like, I can't be a I don't know, I couldn't be a streamer that just talks constantly. I know they don't talk, like, 24/7, but they talk a good amount of the time, however many hours they're on. I can't do it yet. I do want to live stream at some point. I don't know whether it's on this channel or some other one I make, but honestly, it'll probably be on this channel. This is a dead I mean, a lot of this is a dead ass moment, but you know, it's yap. It's kind of a, not really a throwaway video, but just like, yeah, just side questy stuff. What was I talking about before? Right, reacting to the Switch 2. I mean, personally, I'm excited for it. It's been 8 years since we had the Switch. God bless the Switch, man. It's had such a good lifespan. I mean, I can't wait for Metroid Prime 4. I mean, again, I was a freshman going into a sophomore when I saw that teaser trailer of Metroid Prime 4, and then 7 years later, we finally got a trailer and a release date, which it's gonna come out this year. You know, and I'm hoping they treat it like Breath of the Wild, and you know, if you didn't know, it went out for the Wii U and the Switch, and it's gonna be, hopefully, Metroid Prime 4 will be out for the Switch and the Switch 2. And, I mean, I'm excited for it. You know, now that we're passing through all this music, what are your favorite, video game composers? I don't really currently have one, but, I love the Xenoblade style music. I know Yoko Shimomura did the first game along with a few other people, but I can't keep it. I'm terrible with names right now. Let me Google him real quick. I didn't even have to Google him. I just remembered him. Soken, Masayoshi Soken, the guy that did FF16. He does FF14 as well. I don't know how many other games he's done. Him, Yoko Shimomura, Uematsu, Shoji Meguro, and Yatsunori Mitsuda, I believe, was the other guy. I think he does the Xenoblades. I know Ace does them too, but obviously, like, anyone that does the Persona, Sega, you know, Crush 40, like, I mean, there's just so much, in my opinion, so much good music in video games nowadays. It's incredible. Yeah, I want to know, who are y'all's favorite composers and either songs or whatever, because, I mean, personally, it's inspired me a lot. Tifa, 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 thank you. I could also just be going the wrong... I think I'm going the wrong way. That hasn't changed. I really am, like... I don't know, I'm not usually this lost, but I also have played this game in a couple years, so... Now, I understand when I was talking about the industry, like, yes, there's, like I said, layoffs, companies expanding. I mean, what was it, the Marvel Rivals, like the English side of it? Somewhere in America, I know it was like, one of the directors, like, left along with a lot of his, employees. It's like, really? You didn't have to do that, but, you know, the good thing about it is, other companies can either pick up these employees or, better yet, indie, you know, individual developers along with their little companies can help out as well. I don't know. I know it's like, I understand skepticism is a strong thing, and no matter what, people will just never be satisfied with the industry until it's like 100% perfect, which is a good goal, but realistically, it's like, we just wanted them to be treated well. As far as the games themselves, we could say whatever, but as someone who has just witnessed, you know, and played so many good video games over the years, it definitely boggles my mind to see how some people think about it. But I can't, how do I put this? I'm young, so I don't understand the skepticism of people, because I guess I'm not old enough, but I'm also at an age where, you know, I'm my own human being with my own feelings and can think for myself, and I see these people and think, I can't tell if you're just pathetic, you know, because you're whining about... I don't even know if it's appropriate to say, like when I see people whining about some games and think, really? Like, this is what you're worried about? Like, if anything, it should be a privilege that you are worried about video games. Like, I understand it's a huge thing nowadays and it's something we all love as gamers. I don't know, I just consider it a privilege to worry about video games and not just food on the table, rent, electricity, you know, a place to sleep, a roof over your head. I don't know. That's just my mindset of it. It's like, man, there's so many, like, I don't know, to get so pissy about something like that. I couldn't imagine. But, I mean, but caring about it, you know, and bringing awareness to it and showing that you care and the passion you have for it is always, you know, that's always needed, you know, but I don't know, I just disagree with how some people think about it, but I'm also, like, it's not like I'm on the, good thing is I'm not on the negative side of social media too much, because I see so much positivity out there nowadays as well. There's so many YouTubers I could shout out now, but, I think we're headed in the right direction. We just need to keep pushing forward, keep voicing our opinions, and just don't stop, you know, until we get what we want. No, and just keep going. Of course, that can always go too far, which it has gone too far a lot of times, especially with certain fan bases, like the Undertale fan. Unfortunately, the Undertale fan base is one of the worst video game fan bases ever. And it's from an indie developer, Toby Fox, who he seems like a workaholic, but from what I've heard, but overall seems like a good dude. Fan base is dog shit. Terrible, terrible. And when you're playing a video game and you've got these weird ass people trying to tell you how to play it and what they don't like, you know, and how they feel about you, it's concerning. It's like, how do you end up this way about something? It's like, geez. Luckily, I haven't reached that level of it with video games, but...
Hey, Cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But, I mean, the main reason I was just, a little venting frustrations there. Just like, I want to see more positivity, How about you, how about this? The good companies and the good developers, whatever, just talk about how much you like them. Present them more. Show them off more. I mean, Jeff Keighley, he has no shame in glazing Kojima. I bet we all have our, he's the guy who hosts the Game Awards. I really like him. But, I mean, we all have that one developer, composer, whoever it is we like that we're just absolutely adore. And we're like, yeah, more of him, more of that person, more of her, whoever it is.
Bunch of little smartasses with good hearts.
There you go, Barrett. I mean, he understands being a dad and all. I love that aspect about Barrett. His dadness, I don't know, it's super wholesome. Even though, he sees the world black and white, he is a very gray, he can be a very, I mean, everyone in this game has grayness to him, most. But, yeah, he's a very gray character. And yes, I know this is a sensitive topic, but I don't mind talking about it. I just figured I don't know, I feel like if I was... Nah, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say, if I was black, I'd look up to Barrett, but, like, I don't know, I feel like no matter what, like... I don't know, how could you not look up to Barrett? I mean, I'll put it this way, right? Miles Morales, when I played, Spider-Man Miles Morales, because he's mixed, Dominican-American, American black, of course, specifically. And, or no, wait, fuck. I messed up. He's Puerto Rican American / black. I'll just put it that way. Like, it was cool seeing representation of at least some kind of Latino, being of course in a video game and being represented really well. I think AP up. Oh, that's what that was. Got it. It just feels good to have representation. And I feel like for black kids playing Final Fantasy VII, I mean, Barrett would have been... I feel like Barrett would be a huge inspiration. If I was a black person playing FF7, of course that's... I know that's... I don't even know how people would even take what I said, but... I know, seeing Miles... I don't know, I literally teared up when I saw Miles Morales, when I was playing that game, just seeing like, man... It's cool seeing at least something, some kind of representation, especially in a video game. Super sweet to see. And I just think that same thing would be for Barrett, for black kids. Or just black people in general playing the game. He's such a good character. And again, I know it's a sensitive topic. Ooh, chakra, right, I have chakra. So like, and again, this is all, like, experimental. It's a huge experimentation video, so... if you don't mind these subjects, it's fine. I can just shut up and be content monkey, but... I'm just testing the waters, Alright, one more side quest I want to do, and I want to talk to Weimer for that. If I can even do the side quest, I don't even know if I can or not. Yeah, no, and again, I'm aware I talked about a lot of sensitive stuff there, but it just, I don't know, I don't mind, I'm comfortable talking about it. Oh man. This is the longest I think I've talked consecutively in a while. I mean, it shows I'm getting more comfortable in my own skin as this playthrough goes on. And it's cool seeing even my own development of just talking, speaking. Yes, Weimer is here. I keep calling him Weimer. Weimer, whatever. But I'm definitely gonna read. I'm gonna try to respond to a bunch of, if I get comments, of course. If I'm gonna respond to as many as I can, and if there's enough of them, I'll do a video on it. Just talking about it. Yeah, no, it's a game. I mean, this video game has sensitive subjects. Like, if I played Metaphor, holy shit, how could I not get a little bit political? You know, you could definitely, but of course you could just ignore it and just, you know, be completely straightforward. But I mean, there's just so much. I mean, that game has a lot of political messages in it, mainly like general messages, not like anything in real life, or at least that I'm aware of. Of course, I haven't played the game. I've just seen TikToks and some videos on it, but you know, I was saying, yeah, if I'm playing like a Mario game, of course I'm not gonna get it on all this, all this stuff. It's just like if I played Zelda, I wouldn't. None of this stuff would be brought up. It's just a game with deep topics, so it gives me a leeway to talk about stuff like that. And I just feel like whatever game you're playing, you know, if the topic is brought up, it would be appropriate to talk about yourself. Of course, that's just my opinion. All right, y'all ready? I cannot wait. Time to test my mettle. Hello. The subterranean menace that is Type 0 Behemoth. All right, time to assess you. What do we got? All right. So basically just cripple it little by little.
Take the lead.
I got this.
I just realized I'm using, this is bad, this is bad. I just realized I'm using Barrett that still has this thing. Oh, now you learn your weapon ability. What is that? Oh, and I need Chi Trap too, that's right. Good lord, there's so much. Oh my gosh, there's the I just completely forgot about the Coliseum.
You're up.
I'll do it.
What does Focus Shot look like? Okay, I still get Focus Shot, which is funny.
Take it over.
So, okay, it's pretty much resistant to a lot of things.
Burn.
Maybe don't burn it when it's, you know, on fire.
Never again.
Damn, really? Ah, this is terrible.
No holding back.
Can I restart this fight? I don't want to. Come on, come on. Damn it, Barrett.
On you.
Let's go.
You. Oh, jeez.
I've got you.
Phoenix down, Tifa. Curaga, everybody. Alright, we're back in it. Yes. Alright.
Let's do this.
Damn it.
I got this.
About damn time. Check out this shit right here.
This makes no sense.
I'm coming for you. Bring it home.
Hang back.
Okay. Where's
Don't stop
Tifa?
now.
Let's finish it. Get it in there. Time to end it. Take that. Let's pour on the pain.
Kick it up a
Leave it
notch.
to me. No holding back.
Damn. Alright, well, we did good.
No escape for you. Good luck.
Guess it's my turn. Kiss
No,
my ass.
no, 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 no. Come on, Tifa. Good.
Going in. Beat that.
Damn it. Hopefully Barrett has enough MP to get through this.
Never surrender.
Oh no. Damn. Barrett's getting tossed around. Come on, Cloud. Good.
Get ready. No holding back.
Damn.
All set.
Yeah, I'll do it. Won't be nothing left of you when I'm through. You got this.
Let's do this.
Dang. Gotta use more Cura.
Come on. I'm waiting. Sorry. Let's do this. Deal with that.
Okay, let's go. This'll help.
Alright, we learned another weapon ability. Great.
It's on you.
All right, watch it learn. I'm fired up and ready to go. Hope you don't mind if I fill you full of holes. I'm down on you.
All right. So long.
Let's do this. Yes.
Get ready.
Come on. Perfect.
I got this.
Perfect. Alright. Tifa. Star, shower the horns. Da, 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 da. And just boom, 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 boom.
Watch yourself.
Check out this shit right here. You're up.
Take it over. So long.
What is this? Don't do anything stupid. Yes! Oh my gosh, I've never seen it do that before.
That's how it's done.
I've literally never seen it do that before. Holy crap. Is there anything around here? That was actually scary. I saw the anytime I see question marks, I'm like, I'm screwed. GG's. Oh gosh. Right, I should actually, I mean, yes, the side quests are annoying, but at least it gave me a leeway to just rant, vent, yap. I don't know what. I don't know what. Just talking, chilling, just casually, low key talking. No, I probably, that's for a lot. I haven't talked in a bit. I'm not gonna lie, it is getting late. I figured I'd record just a little bit more. I recorded that entire,
Worked up a good
from when Aerith, Cloud, and Tifa were in the sewers until, the plate crashed, and then I'm recording a few hours later, because I still had some energy left, but now it's hitting me. I hate that when there's, I will admit, when there's like, I mean, obviously they improved it so much in Rebirth, but, when there's any kind of aerial combat.
Keep it up.
Oh, I have Blizzaga. Alright, let's have fun then.
Cool off.
I thought I didn't have it yet. Right, I was saying, when there's aerial combat, when you do it,
Kill for a shot.
and then the enemy just counters it, it's like, what's the point?
Long time no see.
Leslie,
What brings you back here?
what's up, man? Alright, Leslie, let's do this. Honestly, if not arguably, the most underrated character in Remake. I mean, he's super cool. Disgusting little guy.
No! Wait! We gotta catch him!
Huh?
He took the key to the door! Without it, we're screwed!
Let's go.
Interesting little merry-go-round run we got going here. Hold on, Les. Let me get this item. Let me troll for a bit. Canisters of hazardous material. What the hell is that? Ooh, dolphin flurry. Woo, yeah. That's awesome.
Watch yourself.
About damn time. Ain't no thing.
Finally. Jeez. Took forever. Oh my goodness.
Good, Abzu. Feel free to play with your food. Gone out. Bastard.
Alright, round 2 with Abzu. Except we got Barrett instead of Aerith this time.
Give me your best shot.
You have got to be kidding me! Is this my first death? I think it is. Yeah. Damn. God, I also said this match. This fight is intense. Jeez. I also am kinda not losing it, but I am so tired right now. It's late. I haven't recorded this late. First time actually recording this late. Oh my gosh, thank you. Daylight too. My favorite. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Cake. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. We're reaching the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's been a wonderful journey, and there's still quite a bit ahead in this game. I'd say, what, 10 more hours at least? So, at least for me, what? Maybe 4 or 5 more days of recording, and then I'll be done. Alright, see y'all later. Bye-bye.